NeuroElements is a revolutionary approach to reaching your full potential in any endeavor. I'm the founder, Jackie Mason, and I'm wondering, are you having trouble improving at a skill? Are you having trouble recovering full functionality after healing from an injury, surgery, or trauma? Have you experienced pain that keeps coming back periodically? And have you stopped doing activities because of pain or other limitations? Do you need to stretch so you don't feel stiff? And are you struggling with your meditation practice, maybe distracted by discomfort? Have you ever been in a state called the zone, where all you do feels effortless and timeless? Is an approach that can help you resolve pain and overcome limitations of interest to you? Would an approach that can help you learn to get in the zone on demand be useful? NeuroElements is the way that you are poised to realize your full potential in any endeavor. It consists of 5 foundational elements that underlie all functionality. The 5 elements are how you breathe from the diaphragm independently of all your movements, how you yield to objects external to you and also yield from within your structure, how you differentiate in order to have full range of motion no matter what you do, how the most efficient way to move in space and gravity is by rotation and counter-rotation, and how propulsion can be made so much more powerful if it comes through the structure. When you integrate the 5 elements into every function, you will reach your full potential in any endeavor. You are born innately knowing how to learn using the 5 elements, but you don't have any conscious awareness of them. Once functionality is compromised from injury or trauma, the techniques that we use today are not congruent with how the brain works. And by the time most of us are adults, we lose connection with the 5 elements in varying degrees. Now, why is that? Well, the current approach to learning and refining functionality is based on the ideas of a philosopher that lived 400 years ago. That philosopher is Descartes, and he proposed that the body is a machine controlled by the mind. Society and culture took that on, and so how we approach education, healthcare, work life, and exercise are premised on the Cartesian idea that the mind controls the machine body. Science also followed the Cartesian philosophy in its understanding of how the brain works until the invention of the magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, brain scan. It was observed then that the brain works nothing like Descartes imagined. And science now knows all information enters the brain through the senses, and the senses are activated by movement. Our interactions in the world through the vehicle of the body is the source of all information entering the brain, and therefore it's the source of all learning. Science has also shown that every traumatic event enters the brain through the body, and it results in physical limitations and memories that are emotionally charged. Today, society treats trauma by focusing mostly on the emotionally charged memories that are associated with it. In NeuroElements, the trauma is resolved through the body, and the brain automatically resolves the emotional charges that are related to the trauma so that they become just memories with no physical limitations or emotional triggers. We as a society must change to reflect the new understanding of how the brain functions, and it begins with re-establishing unification with the hidden part of our brain, the huge 2/3 that processes all information entering through the senses. And the first step in that process is to become aware of what you feel as you do any function. Once you feel what you do, you are potentially able to respond appropriately to what you feel. With new awareness and the guidance from NeuroElements to respond appropriately to what you feel, you are ready to begin integrating the 5 elements to reach your full potential in any endeavor. So start your transformation today with my new video series on the NeuroElements approach at movetoexcel.com.